Hello, beautiful Spectrum family, and welcome to Conscious Connection, all in a week. We're up to week 3. Wow, January's moving fast. The final week of the energies of the first month of 2016. And I just want to reflect back to what we talked about in our first connection, and that was the intention that I set for the Spectrum family to release one thing collectively each month for the year of 2016. And often we don't realize in our very modern materialistic world the power of the intention, the power of the unseen. So we go in organically, we set an intention and we organically see how this comes to form. So as we've moved through January, I really noticed the theme that we are actually opening the gate to and releasing are the principles of the frequency of forgiveness. And we touched on this last week as we were clearing it out of the collective consciousness of the yin, out of the web of life. Well, as the week has progressed into the conclusion of week 3, there are 5 main principles that require forgiveness in our human existence, and all 5 have risen for clearing in the month of January. Blame, shame, guilt, regret, and remorse. So the beautiful clients that chose to come for healing and mentoring over the last week, over the last month, has organically shown me that deep forgiveness has been required. And over this time, we have collectively cleared this energy in the feminine, in the yin energy. And this is what we've chosen to release out of the collective consciousness at this time. Just want to touch on them again. Shame, blame, regret, guilt, and remorse. And the outcome of these emotions are usually driven by one big fat fear. The fear of rejection. In an actual fact, as we bring the vibrations of what have been happening since the full moon in Leo, the fire sign, and bringing us into the sun sign of Aquarius, the polarity of the yin yang is showing up as we bring that into balance, that actually within us we are rejecting parts of our own yin and our own yang. So in closure for this month, the final monthly healing grid for January is tomorrow, and it is the monthly healing grid and of the transformation of abundance. And I've been shown that all of this month we have been working through the shame, blame, regret, guilt and remorse in the feminine energy, in the yin. We have had to, through the process of healing and transformation and really letting go of what no longer serves. But again, it's been so soft and so gentle through this healing process of the last month. Very, very much in the feminine energy. So we have been forgiving outside of self, but the reflection always is we must look at ourselves. And the gift of forgiveness is we forgive ourselves back. We give ourselves back the lessons learnt around shame, blame, regret, guilt and remorse. So in the grid tomorrow, I've already been shown, heads up, we're actually going to do the final part in the collective, working with these 5 properties of forgiveness in the masculine, in the yang. And this allows us to really come into the polarity of it dissolving, the yin and yang, saying we now do not have to reject each other, but also reject the properties that are also inside of us. Now, so many of us are guilty of blaming outside of us when things don't go right, when things occur to us that could have been differently if we'd made a different choice. But sometimes in that moment, we don't choose to own and be accountable for that choice we could have made differently. We blame outside of ourselves. And then guilt, regret, remorse, shame, whatever is your flavour in your consciousness that you attach to, often is what is the byproduct that happens inside of us. So, for the beautiful divine feminine, the yang is our internal barometer. And for the divine masculine, the yang is their external barometer. So tomorrow on the grid, that's exactly what we will be clearing. Shame, blame, regret, guilt and remorse. Opening the gate, releasing the final parts that no longer serve. Forgive the feminine, forgive the masculine, external of us, and also within us, the properties of the yin and yang that make up the human being. And with that forgiveness, we will then pour in abundance of hope, filling us back up with the infinite possibility, the hopefulness of humanity coming back into unity. And not only reflecting that in the yin and yang of all of us, but also culturally, within races, within all of humanity. And knowing that Australia Day has also happened to occur in all within a week, we would not be conscious enough to know that there has been a lot of controversy, and always is, every year around Australia Day in relationship to our ancestors, the divine Aboriginals. But it is time for them also to let go and bring the divide of separation into a place of complete dissolving. There are new generations here co-creating on this planet now. And it is time for us to really understand that the Aborigines also have to let go of the memories of the past. We honour we made a mistake, but it was not us. It is the new generations that want to welcome in the Indigenous wisdom. It's time to dissolve the polarity of the separation and allow both cultures to learn and inhabit together. So I would like to look at it as dissolving the polarity of black and white, reducing, clearing, opening the door and releasing the need for any form of rejection, because we are different. Being different is how we learn. Being different is the truth that lies in the depth of the reality of love. For everybody's wisdom is valuable and worthy. So, if you would like to join me tomorrow at 3 p.m. in dissolving these polarities and allowing this just to release the properties of shame, blame, guilt, regret and remorse, and placing forgiveness across humanity. Maybe it might be time to give Australia Day a theme of Earth Day or Humanitarian Day, where we all decided that separation no longer existed. So I look forward to the expression of how that plays out tomorrow in the energies of our monthly transformational grid. But please, join me, make a difference. Let's collaboratively dream to see this planet in peace and harmony. I know that's my heart's desire. I'm sure it's yours too. Until next week, have an amazing time. Trust your intuition, action as required. Be love, be yourself. Bye for now.